Welcome on in NYMD Podcast.
Yeah.
Your hosts, Kevin Hart, Brian Sherrod, here on this beautiful Sunday morning. What's going on, B?
Man, it is beautiful, man. It is a beautiful Sunday morning. But when I woke up this morning, dude, it was 52 degrees outside. Fall is here. Fall came here this week, and it came here right on the dot. Yes. And I'm not liking it, Herb.
Yes.
You know, this is the time of year where I get a little, I get a little sad, but I get happy because it's like on one hand, NFL is back. On the other hand, summer is left. And I love summer, man. I love summer. I mean, I know it's hot, but I love the summer, man.
Yeah, so bye summer. Fall's here, snitches.
Come on, it was 52 degrees this morning,
I'm
man.
Okay. I don't fall from tall buildings, you know. I don't crash a brand new car. All right. Not a stuntman or anything. Speaking of good songs, Fall Guy. What? Forgot about the Fall Guy.
Yes.
Man, the leaves turning. Now again, it's funny because my birthday's in the summer. But it's just hot. I don't like a ton of heat. I need coolness. Fall is perfect. The leaves I want to go on one of those fall foliage tours and just see the redness and orange of the trees. And it's such a beautiful time. Now the only issue with fall is that winter's next.
Yeah.
The transition isn't cool, but fall is such a good thing. I love fall.
Well, the only good thing about fall is that it's hoodie weather. I get to wear my hoodies again, and I like wearing hoodies. So it
is hoodie season, but like you said, it's football season, it's baseball playoff season. Yeah. So it's and speaking of playoffs, neither one of our teams are going to the playoffs this year.
Oh no.
We were officially eliminated yesterday.
No, the Ravens. The Orioles in battle for first place right now.
Oh, first draft pick?
Yes.
Well, you and who?
Arizona.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they were having a horrible season too.
Yeah, and I think did we reach 49 or 50? I think we reached 50 wins last night.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
50.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, we're still at 73, but that's all we're doing.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry to the Mets, man. I don't know what happened. Y'all in first place for a lot of the season, man. And
for a lot, but once our pitching went down, that was it. We were done.
Speaking of which, what has DeGrom? Did he ever come back? Like, what's his deal right now?
No, he hasn't come back yet. They're probably going to shut him down for the rest of the season. Syndergaard's actually he's not going to come back this season either, but he's actually rehabbing very well. Because we missed him. We didn't have Thor the whole season either. So it was, we had good pitching for a lot. Like I said, once DeGrom went down, it was tough. And it is what it is. And our bats got silent for a certain part of the season. So, and as we all know, pitching does everything. And congrats to the Giants for getting 100 wins.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you who's on that team except for Buster.
Oh no,
Oh,
let me
and
tell you,
you know,
Evan Longoria.
thank you. I keep giving Eva. I had Eva Longoria in my head.
Yeah, same thing, yo. Yeah. So let me tell you who is on that team, man. And this hurts. This hurts. Kevin Gausman, man, who might win the Cy Young in the NFL. I mean, in the NL.
Look at that. Wait, hold on. Sorry, let me that real quick. San Francisco is 101-54.
Ugh.
That is crazy.
They have more losses than we have wins. That's crazy.
And they're only 2 games ahead of the Dodgers. But you remember it was a 3-team race?
Yeah.
Yeah,
San Diego, man.
San Diego.
Ooh, we know what that means.
Not staying classy. Okay. Guess how many games back they are? Just guess.
5.
23.
What? What?
They actually, San Diego has
23.
5 more wins than 23 games back. They are 78-77.
Man, where?
They're not going to be either.
Dude, what?
Yeah.
Yo, honestly, Hurt, when I say 5, I thought you were going to say, like, I thought maybe I was lowballing and you were going to say 10. Come back with 10. 23.
23. I didn't even want you to keep going because it would have taken a minute.
Yeah, dude. I
started off at 5. I'm like, well. Yeah,
wow.
I'm sorry, but you were going to go ahead. You said the Gausman.
Yeah, so Kevin Gausman was like a number 1 draft pick from the Orioles, maybe 2000.
Great first name.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, good. 14-6, 2.92 ERA.
Wait, what's the ERA?
2.92.
Yeah, he's probably gonna win the Cy Young. I mean, this guy, he was a number 1 draft pick. I think he was the number 4th pick out of LSU. He was in the Orioles system for maybe five years. Had a really good fastball. He had a nice slider. Didn't have a curveball. His pitches were real flat, and he was the type of pitcher where he would get you 0-2 in the count, but he couldn't really finish people off. And when he first started his career with the Orioles, they were bouncing him back from AAA to the majors, which I didn't like how they did that. But he had numerous chances with us. We traded him to Atlanta. Then he went from Atlanta to Cincinnati, and I thought he was pretty much done. And he has revitalized his career with the Giants, man. I'm happy for him because he.
Yeah. I mean, him, Walker Buehler. There's a lot of good pitchers that are up for that Cy Young. I mean, his name is going to be up there. He may not win it, but he's definitely in contention for it because he's having a great freaking season.
Yeah, and then another former Oriole that's doing really good. And this, I don't know how this happened, but Mike Yastrzemski, man, like this was a dude who was in the Orioles minor league system for ages.
Cal Yastrzemski's like,
yes, that's his grandson, or they're related. Yes. So anyway, he was in the Orioles minor league system forever. He was okay. The Orioles gave him a cup of coffee in the majors, but we never thought he was going to be this good. Like, this is crazy. Like, because he wasn't really he was okay in the minors. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like he was turning the minors up. And like I said, we gave him a cup of coffee, but man, ever since the Giants picked him up, as soon as he left the Orioles, this dude has lit it up. So,
yeah, I remember when he joined them, but which was, I was like, oh, okay. But I mean, listen, baseball season's up in the air right now. Yeah. The Giants and Dodgers have both clinched playoff spots. The Brewers, who are 93-62, they're having a good freaking season.
The Brewers. What's going on in my American League East, yo? Are the Yankees making the playoffs, yo?
I mean, they're tied with the Red Sox right now.
Come on, Red Sox.
The Blue Jays are 2 games behind both of them.
Damn.
So they're both at 88-67, and the Blue Jays are 86-69.
Man, the American League East is tough, man.
Yeah, it is going down to the wire, as they say. Houston hasn't clinched yet. They're 6 games ahead of Seattle and 7 ahead of Oakland. The White Sox won their division, and no one else won that division.
Easily.
Everybody else is under 500.
Yeah, I mean that was
White Sox clinched already. So yeah, there's a lot of teams still up in the air. So the Yankees still have a chance, but it's gonna be close. Going down to the wire. But same in the NL. The Braves are 1.5 games ahead of the Phillies for first place in the playoff spot contention. They're both behind St. Louis, who's 86 and 69. So whoever wins the division would have to fight for that second wild card to stay ahead of Cincinnati, who's 80 and 75 and still in the hunt for a playoff spot. So yeah, and yeah, so we'll see. Now again, not liking that my division has come down to the Braves and the Phillies, but ain't nothing I can do about it now.
Yep.
We'll see. But you know what? I cannot wait for playoff baseball.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I'm actually, because I feel like I don't know who's going to win. Because it depends on the matchups. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. San Francisco's 101 and 54 and 2 games ahead of the Dodgers. So who may not, I mean, they can still overtake them for the division, to be honest with you. So that matchup's fun. So the Brewers have a good team. It's playoff. Again, my team's not going to be there, but it's going to be fun to watch. Watching Tampa, I don't even know who's on the White Sox, honestly, to know what they're doing. I don't even know. I think I know who's on Tampa. So I'm not an AL person, so I can't really say anything for sure. The AL, I probably, again, that whole DH thing, I don't really care about that too much. National League playoffs, I can't wait for. I just can't wait for a playoff baseball.
Wow. Okay, that's cool, man.
Unless the games are on Fox and our favorite announcers do it.
Well, maybe some of your excitement will rub off on me because it's hard to watch a 9-inning baseball game now.
Since I'm watching the whole thing, I'll turn back and forth.
It
starts at 8. I ain't sitting there from 8 to 10:30, just riveted to my seat unless it's a game 7.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But other than that, no. But it's just cool. And I just surprises happen. So we'll see. And then there's so many good teams, and it depends on who gets hot. So.
Yeah,
that's the baseball report for the rest of the year.
All right. Yeah. Well, once the regular season ends, we'll do our playoff, our baseball predictions and everything.
Well, it should just be ending in the next week.
Years,
so not too many games left.
Yeah, I think there's only 12 games left in the season. So
yeah.
All right.
It's less than that, to be honest. I think it's less than that.
Well, the Orioles are 50 and 105. So what's that?
Good Lord, 50 and 105?
Yeah. So what's that? 150,
5. So it's 162 games.
Oh shoot! Wait a minute. Dang, season's over just about.
I was like, yeah, 7 days or 7 games, whatever.
Dang, so it was only 2 games left?
No, 7 games left.
If they're 105 and 50, 7. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's 155. Yeah. All right. So they have. So
and I'm not good at math, but I figured that one out quickly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep.
So
let's see the numbers.
So let's see. They're going to play. Let me see who they play today. They play Texas today. Why are we playing Texas? And then we'll have 6 games. I guess we have 2 series left. Now I'm curious who we play in our last 2 series. I'll look at that a little bit later. Hey, you know what? We did baseball. We might as well talk about basketball real quick. You know what I mean?
No.
You don't want to talk about basketball?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, I think there have been some interesting developments. I think the biggest story in basketball right now is the drama with Ben Simmons. He's not reporting to camp. He never wants to play for the 76ers again. I can't say I don't blame him. You know what I mean? After being trashed, pretty much. After what happened in the playoffs.
Sorry, real quick. You finished with Boston and Toronto. Darn it. So that definitely helped their chances to get into the playoffs.
Well, but are those home games? Those are away games, aren't they?
Home against Boston, away to Toronto.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got to
go to a game that I know COVID, so I didn't say I was going to go. But I bet you we can get really good tickets. We won't go to that Texas game today.
Yo, yeah, I was watching it last night. Nobody's there. No,
it was like when we get to college football, it's like watching a Florida State game. But go ahead.
And real quick, before we leave baseball, and I'm just going to say this real quick. Like, I'm all for the rebuild, and Mike Elias has been doing a great job rebuilding our minor league system. We were recently graded as the number one farm system in baseball. We have the number one prospect in Adley Rutschman, and we also have the number one rated pitcher, Grayson Rodriguez. So that's good. I'm all for it. But for real, the Orioles got to start spending money on major league talent. Like, we got to spend money on major league talent. So this year was the year to see, who are the young players that we're going to move forward with. And we found 3 of them. We got Cedric Mullins. We have Ryan Mountcastle. Austin Hayes had a great year. Trey Mancini's still doing well. Like, we have a nucleus. We add Adley Rutschman to the mix. We can, if we need to spend money on pitching, and we need to spend money on some type of veteran infielders. Like legit people, man. We got to stop putting a 4A team on the field because it's not fair. It's not fair to Brandon Hyde, the manager. It's not fair to the fans. It's not fair to the team. Like, put real talent around these guys who are developing so that we can, move forward. We got to get out of this mindset. We got to get the number one pick. Okay, that was cool for them, but now is the time we got to start. Got to start
revving up towards something.
Yeah, in the win column. So that's all I'm gonna say about the Orioles. And if they don't go out and spend money this offseason, I'm gonna be really critical. I'm serious. If Mike Elias doesn't spend money on like some legit talent to boost to this team, he's gonna start getting criticism from me. Anyway, on the basketball, man, the whole thing with Ben Simmons, right? Do you blame this dude? Like, I don't blame him. And I think the Sixers did him wrong. They should have traded him. Like, I know he's a really good player, but they need to get this guy. He needs to be on another team. He needs to refresh, a new start somewhere else, and they should have traded him.
No, he needs to go. That's without a shadow of a doubt. That dude needs to be off that team. There's probably more to it behind the scenes that we probably don't even know about that goes on.
Well, they probably weren't getting their asking price.
Yeah, well, I'm sure, because they're probably asking for too much. But I feel like they devalue their own player.
I see. That's what I think was going to. What you just said, I'm sure they're probably asking for way too much for this.
Yeah, it's like teams with Deshaun Watson. Like, Deshaun's kind of like an untouchable asset that you want, that who's not going to play obviously this season, right? So he's up in the air. But when you want like 5 ones and like and players, you're doing too much.
You're asking,
like, do you want him on the team or not? Or right. What are you trying to do? Are you waiting for his legal situation? You're asking. No one's going to pay that price.
The problem.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say the problem. Pretty much, I'm just going to pretty much say what you're saying. But the problem with Houston is they're asking up here, right? They're asking for the moon, but his value has been decreased because of his legal situation. Exactly. Like it or not. Yeah, he has been charged. Yeah, he has been, arrested. Or it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. His value has dramatically been reduced because of this whole thing. So you got to lower your asking price. And I think they missed the opportunity as well because he's not any value to any team right now. Now,
it's too much.
Except now, Dolphins fans may not want to hear this, but if things blow over with Deshaun and the whole thing with Tua, do you take a shot with Deshaun? You know what I'm saying? If they lower their asking price.
Yeah, I don't think they would do anything this year. I think it would be something in the offseason. But going back to Ben real quick, I just feel like they've kind of run his name in the ground. And I don't blame him for not wanting to report because training camps are opening up, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because, again, October is Friday. Yeah. So training camps are opening back up. And we're going to start the NBA not too long, a couple months. I don't blame him for not wanting to go. He needs to go. I feel like he's a good player. Does he have weaknesses? We all know he does.
Yes.
But if a team can accentuate his strengths and make him look good, to me, he's like a Russell Westbrook who can't shoot foul shots, or who just can't shoot.
Yeah,
Ben can't shoot. He can get to. He's tall. He's a tall, big dude, so he can get and back down point guards under the basket.
right.
He almost has to play like a big man's game for point guard.
Yeah, that's
You know?
exactly what he is. He's a center. You know what I mean? He scores like a center, but he's playing point guard.
Yeah, and but he can't because he can't shoot.
Yeah,
So he's a guard who's definitely not a shooting guard. He's definitely a passing guard.
yeah,
Like you want to talk about someone who's passed first, it's Ben Simmons.
yeah.
But if he went to a team that was that way, that's fine. Now his end of game issues, if he's on the court, they're gonna foul him because he cannot shoot a free throw for his life. And for a guard not to be able to shoot free throws is something that's just
That's crazy.
odd.
Yeah, I mean,
Like big guys, I get because you're almost shooting down in a way, or straight in some cases. That I don't know what Ben came from overseas. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Him and free throws they're just allergic to each other.
Yeah, but you bring up a good point. As a guard, especially a point guard, you have to be able to shoot free throws because you have the ball in your hands the majority of the time. So it's just, it's crazy. But let me ask you this: what do you think of? Do you think Ben Simmons is going to surprise us this season? He knows the criticism. Do you think he's put in the work in the offseason to get his game better? Do you think he'll surprise us?
You can surprise. I'm sure he's worked on these things in these past couple of years, and I mean the fact is we had a countdown to when is he going to shoot a three. You know what I'm saying? I mean, literally, there was this thing like, is he going to shoot a 3-pointer?
Yeah,
and he finally did, like 1 year. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's crazy.
He can work on whatever he works on, unless he comes up shooting like KD. Nobody's gonna really care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So again, he can score points. It's just he's got to get to the basket. I feel like he just needs a team that can accentuate his positive, attributes.
Wizards.
Wizards. You think he would fit with the Wizards?
I'm sorry about that. Huh?
You think he would fit with the Wizards?
Why not?
I mean, I know you're going to try, but
I don't know if he fit, but
you would have to give away for the Wizards. You can't give away Bradley. Speaking of getting traded, Houston's trying to get rid of John Wall, which is fun. But anyway, saw that coming about way.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons to the Wizards. I don't know what assets the Wizards have to trade. They would have to get rid of number ones because obviously you can't get rid of Bradley Beal.
No.
So I don't think that fits.
Yeah.
But I think he's good defensively too. I don't know. Yeah. It's maybe he'll be better out west or something. I have no idea.
Yeah,
but he needs to go someplace with another superstar. I mean, I know he's got Joel Embiid, who's little, kind of mouthy, but if he can go someplace where he can just blend in with the team, I think he'll do better.
Yeah, honestly, I think he would be a good fit in Golden State, honestly, because you have a ton of shooters there. He could distribute the ball, and he could give him an inside even though he's a guard. I think he could give him a inside presence maybe that they need as well.
I mean, because they like playing small ball.
Yeah.
And it would be easy for him to pass to Clay, pass to Steph.
Yeah.
Draymond would play the 5. He could, still kind of play like a 3-4. I forgot who the other players are on that team because I never remember other than those 3. I never remember who's on that team. But I mean, Golden State, because again, he'd be like the 4th guy there.
Yeah.
And he could kind of blend into oblivion.
Yeah, and he wouldn't have to worry about shooting at all.
Yeah, because he's not going to get the criticism or anything. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, he would be – I think he would be actually – well, Russ is there, but he would have been good on the Lakers, but he can't shoot. And they need shooters.
The Lakers need shooters.
They need shooters. So maybe it would be
good. And by the way, they still haven't solved that problem.
That's a problem they can't just materialize and oh, here we go. Hey, here's a shooter. You know what I'm saying? So
It's crazy to me because they got rid of a lot of their shooters. You know what I mean? But
yeah, but they were the only person that I feel like the team's gonna miss is
Caldwell Pope.
no, because
Kuzma?
the little guy. I think he went to Chicago, had the headband. He was good for them during the season, and
oh yeah, that dude. Yeah,
yeah,
he's gone too. Yeah,
I'm not good with names at all.
Yeah, I can't even.
But yeah, Caldwell Pope was just invisible that last part of the season. But yeah, their shooting is always going to be an issue. I mean, they got good defense. They have good players. It's just who's going to shoot.
Yeah.
So I just don't see their shooting guard situation being the best.
Yeah.
But I mean, they got Rondo back, so I mean, he'll give them playoff Rondo.
Yeah.
Regular season Rondo and playoff Rondo.
Right. He's like Flacco, Flacco.
That dude's bored, but when he gets to the playoffs, he'll beat you.
Right. He's Joe Flacco in the regular season, but he's January Joe come playoff time. So, all right. All right, man. That was fun talking about NBA, but yeah, let's talk about college, dude, because I can't wait to hear your recap from the day yesterday. My first question to you, though, has to be with my Terps. They are 4-0 for the first time since 2016. They killed Kent State yesterday. So far this season, they've beaten Kent State, Howard. They've beaten Illinois and West Virginia.
West Virginia.
So are you impressed with their start?
No, of course I am. I'm impressed because you beat the teams that are in front of you. And regardless of what your schedule is, they beat three, bigger teams. And Howard, of course, is HBCU. Yeah. They're in the lower division. But who is on your schedule? And if you play them, you beat them, fine. They're 1-0 in the Big Ten, beating Illinois. They beat West Virginia, who almost upset Oklahoma yesterday.
Oh, wow.
West Virginia is playing a little bit better. So they beat a pretty good team. And, Kent State's, in the max, they're not great, but they're on your schedule. Yeah. You as Herm says, you play to win the game. And 4-0 is 4-0. Period. So I don't know who they play next once they get into the crux of their schedule, but it means something to be 4-0 because it's way better to be 4-0 than 0-4.
Okay, so here's who they play this Friday.
This Friday thing.
I hate Friday games, by the way. At Bird Stadium. Well, it's not Bird Stadium anymore, but
what is it?
They're playing Iowa.
Oof.
Yeah.
Now you want to talk about a test? That's a great test.
Yeah.
Iowa. I don't remember last time when Maryland beat a top 5 team. It probably won't be this week.
Yeah.
It's a good test, man. I'm gonna watch that game. I'll watch that game. That is a good test. That test starts now. 5-0. If they're 5-0, they're gonna be ranked.
Okay.
If they're 5-0 and beat an Iowa team at home, they're gonna be ranked. Iowa's gonna be tough though.
Okay. One thing that has impressed me with the Terps is not Tua, but Tualia Tagovailoa. He's having a good year. I mean, last year he was a little shaky, but this year, I mean, I think he's averaging 300 yards a game. I think he has like maybe 8 touchdowns, a couple interceptions. I don't know his stats, but he's playing well, man. He tore up Kent State yesterday. I mean, he just lit them up. So it's good to have a quarterback who knows the offense, who runs the offense well. But I'm with you, man. This is going to be tough. If somehow the Terps beat Iowa, man, this will be a huge statement win.
Oh yeah. No, and Maryland is not ranked yet. But if they win on Friday, they will be ranked.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. If they win, they'll be like 15 in the country, I think.
Okay, let's just calm down. You're not jumping from 0 to 15. They'll be in the top 20. They're going to be like at least That'll probably be 20 if they ain't jumping to 15. Because they'll look at the rest of the schedule like, okay, this is garbage. But they beat Iowa. So if you beat Iowa, you're definitely going to be right.
Okay.
Like 1,000%. So we'll see. But I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for the Terps. And, it's their first real, huge, gigantic test. And hey, it's Iowa coming in, that defense. So it's not going to be easy. And they came off at Iowa. Speaking of Iowa, they came off a scare at home. They were down at halftime to Colorado State, but came back to win that game.
They killed
a lot of surprises, though. The top 3 teams stayed the same. Alabama won their game. Georgia, Oregon, all pretty easy. Oklahoma, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I cut you off. You can go ahead.
Yeah, Oklahoma, last second, time expired field goal at home to beat West Virginia yesterday, which was an exciting end to a game.
Woo.
Penn State beat Villanova, which, that's an in-state smaller division team. Texas A&M, and I picked this yesterday on my pick'em, upset by Arkansas. Arkansas, as I call them. Arkansas, who's ranked 16, beat NC State. The biggest upset probably of the weekend was Clemson going down in double overtime to the Wolfpack.
That was gonna be my question to you. What is going on with Clemson, man?
Oh, it's a transition. Once you have a guy who's been there as long as Sunshine was, Trevor Lawrence, there's going to be all these other teams have transitions, Ohio State's and everybody else. Once you have a quarterback that was there for so long and done so well, it's hard to re-up and re-go. Even Alabama, even though they're playing some teams, they struggled last week against Florida, even though they beat them. So some of these other games, you can't replacing quarterbacks is not easy. Like they need game time, and they need to face a stiffer competition. And the Clemson quarterback, they lost to Georgia in a tight game, and NC State on the road, a lot of people picked this upset. Playing at NC State, which was Florida State's first ACC loss. No, it was Virginia. I lied. It was Virginia. But then we lost to NC State when they had Phillip Rivers. And it's a tough place to play. I know they're the third or maybe even fourth, but usually the third most mentioned team in the state, honestly. But going down there and playing in Raleigh is not easy.
Okay.
Ohio State.
Sorry. Oh, no, go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah, Ohio State, easy victory. They played Akron. So unless LeBron was playing for them, they're going to be. Florida over Tennessee. Notre Dame for big win in Chicago over Wisconsin.
And that game was close for a little bit, and then they pulled
it was like 17, like 10, and then that fourth quarter, I don't know what happened. Wisconsin fell asleep and Notre Dame woke up.
Yeah.
So that was they won at the end. Baylor.
Oh, real quick, Kurt, where is Notre Dame ranked right now? Are they?
They're 12. They're number 12.
Okay.
Yeah, they're probably moving up into the top 10.
Okay.
Baylor upset Iowa State at home.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That was a fun game. BYU, Coastal Carolina, of course, our Coastal Carolina Chanticleers beat UMass 53-3. Right. Michigan, number 19 now, over Rutgers. Michigan State, number 20, beat Nebraska. Georgia Tech at home, upset North Carolina. Georgia State almost had Auburn at home. The Georgia State coach said the refs were SEC biased, and Auburn ended up winning that game. But really, I thought Georgia State had it.
Oh, okay.
UCLA.
Real quick, I just want to get to this comment, Jaden. Sorry.
Oh, I answered that already.
Yeah, we're not right. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, that was like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, I didn't realize you were answering this question. Okay.
Of course, Jaden responds. I got to answer, Jaden.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, and Oklahoma State upset Kansas State. There wasn't really upset. Everybody picked Oklahoma State to win that game anyway. But that's your top 25 breakdown.
Okay.
I'm going to mention 2 teams not in the top 25.
I was just about to ask you, what's up with your teams, man?
Towson went on the road.
All right.
Went to San Diego State.
Oh.
Yeah, big game in San Diego State. We scored 21 points. Not bad. They scored 48, though. So that's a little – it was close for a while. Then the Aztecs – I think they're still called the Aztecs – ran away with it. So, and, of course, yesterday I found out what color the seats were at Florida State because
Oh,
there's no fans there. I didn't even know what the bleachers look like, and I saw what they look like as we lost at home to Blue.
damn. What up? So y'all 0-4?
0-4.
Oh my god. Yo, is this dude gonna get fired like mid-season, yo?
I wanted him fired at halftime, to be honest with you.
Oh my gosh. Wait up, what was the score?
But the crazy thing was, so the score was 31-23.
Oh, okay, so it was close.
It wasn't. The halftime score was 31-7.
Oh.
So the second half, Florida State actually played defense and improved a lot, as you can tell. They just didn't score enough points. They were driving down towards the end, but couldn't get into the end zone to go for a 2-point conversion. So, of course, they end up losing that game. But, yeah, Florida State, the only winless team in the ACC, is 0-4.
Oh, my gosh. Dude, I know you have to be fuming right now. Yo.
I wanted him fired at halftime.
Wow.
Again, I know we're not good. That does not surprise me. It's just a surprise of, to me, we're not learning from our mistakes.
Okay.
Like I see the same things every week. That's my issue. And as a coach, those are the things that you're supposed to improve upon. You may not have the talent that you want or need, but the discipline needs to be there. Knowing what coverage you're in, knowing who has who, whatever the case. If it's not you, or even the offensive play calling, which I can't stand. I just need the fundamentals. The fundamentals need to be there no matter what kind of talent you have. It's about fundamentals. The blocking, the schemes, the defense, the tackling, all those things need to be in place no matter who you have. So yesterday I saw somebody from one of these teams, and the guy had the ball and he hit him, but he hit him like this and kind of propelled the guy forward towards the end zone. Like he didn't wrap him up. That dude would be on the bench, and I would be thinking about taking a scholarship away. That's not how you tackle.
Right.
You don't, what is that? First of all, you don't have enough leverage to do a John Madden hit. So wrap up and tackle. You say you pushed him forward, kept him on his feet, and then he kept going.
Man.
So it's just, and that was another game. That was a Florida State game. But it's just fundamentals, blown coverages, certain things like that I don't see improving. And for some reason, all these games happen to be on TV. So I get to see the failings of the team every week. We're not going to win anytime soon. So it's not going to get better. I keep telling everybody, everybody wants to be optimistic. All my fellow fans, alumni who went to the school that I know, they're all just like, wait, we played better in the second half. It's freaking Louisville. It's okay. We played better. Everybody was so optimistic about that Notre Dame game. Oh, we were so good, and I'm like, we didn't win, but we had to follow that up. What did we follow that up with? The biggest dud in the history of the school.
Yeah. What was it, Jackson State?
Jacksonville State.
Jackson. Oh,
yes. Coach Sanders is the head coach at Jackson State.
No. Okay.
So hopefully soon to be our next head coach. And I was having this conversation with Daggy about alumni coming back to coach. It's not about him. I don't know what kind of coach he would be, honestly, but we need someone that has pride in the school and that can get recruits in. And if he's recruiting for the next coach and he doesn't do well, but we had the talent, I'm fine with that. But we need something. We need something because right now we're straight hot garbage trash.
Yeah.
But enough about a losing team.
All right.
But Terps are 4-0. Can't wait for Friday. I'm going to miss that game, but I will definitely get followed.
Okay. All
Friday night, baby. It's going to be sold out. Y'all need to have like a yellow out.
You need to have a blackout.
Well, it needs to be.
Oh, no, that's right. Yeah, yellow. You know what? I'm down with the yellow. With the yellow.
All right. NFL.
All right, yeah, man.
It's in the game.
Yeah, man. I'm excited, man, to talk about the NFL this week. If you couldn't tell last week, I wasn't that excited. My team was coming off a heartbreaking loss. But it was a good week in the NFL, man. And I want to know what were your surprises last week in the NFL, man?
Well, the fact that my team won, that was a surprise.
Yeah, last minute
that-
field goal. Tyler
yeah.
Heineke led the team.
Honestly, I think it was a lot of close games, a lot of people, I think my surprise was a lot of people got hurt. There's a lot of injuries, a lot of quarterbacks going down. It just seemed like just a ton of injuries.
Yeah, we had four starting quarterbacks go down. We had Tua get hurt. We had Tyrod Taylor get hurt. Andy Dalton got hurt. And who else am I missing?
Enough so that I think except for who's that middle person you mentioned?
I say Tua, Andy Dalton, and Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, I think all those guys are maybe. I'm not sure about Tyrod, to be honest. But I know all the rest of those guys are missing this week.
Yeah.
So Tua's on IR.
Yeah.
Justin Fields is going to make his first start.
Yeah.
Which is a week ahead of what you said, but only because of
right.
Yeah, but I think that was the biggest surprise, and the Titans going up and beating Seattle. In Seattle, I think was to me. But you picked that game, so you picked the Titans to win that game. So, but yeah, it was a close game. It was 33-30.
I don't think I picked the Titans to win, but
I thought you did.
No, I don't think I did. Oh, the other quarterback that got hurt was Carson Wentz.
Yeah, well,
last week.
Yeah, because he was breathing.
Oh man, two sprained
ankles.
Good Lord, man.
You have 2 sprained ankles.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. To me, the biggest surprise of last week. Well, 2 surprises. Well, I'll say 3. The first one was the Raiders, as you like to call them.
Yeah.
Putting it to the Steelers. I loved it. But I told you, man, I think I was telling you, that for whatever reasons, the Raiders play the Steelers at home pretty hard. Whenever the Steelers are at home, there have been good games. You could look up the last 2 or 3 games that the Raiders have played the Steelers at home. They've either won or it's been really, really close. But they pretty much, I won't say they destroyed the Steelers, but they had their way with the Steelers, man. TJ Watt got hurt that game, though.
Yeah, and I think Carr was a little banged up, too.
Yeah, he got banged up at one point, but I think he came back out.
Okay.
I think he threw if not 400, it was close to 400 yards against that Steelers.
Yeah, 382.
Yeah, so that was impressive, man. So that was a nice surprise. Minnesota. This is the game I think I picked. I picked Minnesota to beat Arizona, and they should have beat them if their kicker could make a 37-yard field goal. But that was a good game, man. There was a lot of that was exactly what I expected. A lot of offense, no defense, and that was
none whatsoever.
Yeah, but it was a good game.
Hey, look, man, 101 had 400 yards.
Yeah. We're gonna get to him later. By the way,
101, dude. 101, dog.
Oh, we're gonna get to him.
Ain't no old like him, dog.
Let me see. What would you say, Jayden? Steelers offense is real suspect. Yes, it's suspect because
it's always been suspect.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but old. He's like I feel like Roethlisberger is the dude that's put together by tape.
Yes, by
duct tape and like that Elmer's glue.
Yeah,
that's how I feel with that dude.
That's exactly how it is. You know, something breaks in your house. I'm just get some super glue or duct tape. That'll do the trick.
That's how Ben's put together.
That's how he's being held together right now. And I don't know what that offensive line is built with, but when you know your offensive line is a weakness of your season last year, and then you don't really do anything to fix it, and then your quarterback gets a year older. And you know what I mean? It's like that's not a good combination. It's not a good combination. And you're right, Jay. I mean, the offense is suspect because you go out and get Najee Harris to fix the run game, but how's that going to help you if the offensive line is trash and you can't keep your and you can't keep your QB, your 39, however old Ben is, your old QB healthy. So yeah, it's going to be tough for them. But that being said, I still don't never count the Steelers out.
No, because somehow they're the master at winning ugly games.
Yeah.
Well, but shout out to Jay. I think he's on vacation and still joining the show. So
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
I think he's going to the Ravens game today. Are you in Detroit, Jay?
Okay. All right, D-Town.
Yeah.
Are they going to go to Motown before they go to the?
Yeah. He's gonna go to Motown. I was supposed to be there today, but I don't know, man. Something about being in an indoor stadium, man, kind of scared me a little bit. So
I mean, believe me, the way it's been lately. Like I was watching, of course, I watch wrestling. But watching the AEW this week in Queens, which was fantastic. It was 20,000 people. He's in Detroit. And everybody's just next to each other, just chilling. And I'm just like, I mean, some people had masks, some people didn't. But it's like, wow. I still have visions in my head. I have just a bunch of people together. I still have issues with. But okay. So, hey, man, have fun, man. It should be a Crows win. We'll predict that later, but I don't think we need to really. I don't think it's going to be a surprise.
Well, but yeah, we're going to talk about that a little bit later because there's a monkey wrench that's been thrown into that game. But
unless the quarterback for the Crows isn't playing, then that's different.
All right.
Well, it's freaking Detroit.
Okay. Well, getting back to,
but I think Jay went to see Jared Goff, though. Honestly, I think he still has a soft spot for him. That's why he's there. So hopefully he gets his autograph.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Go ahead. You were talking about. Are we moving on to this week, or still talking about last
week?
I
just want to talk about a couple other surprises. The Bills. Last week, I picked the Dolphins to beat the Bills. Now, granted, I know Tua got
jinxed them.
Yep. Yeah, man. But man, 35-0. Like, what happened? Like, I know Tua got hurt. I understand that.
But I think that took the steam out of it.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it just, I think, because, I mean, there's the excitement, and I picked the Bills to win because I was like, they're not starting 0-2.
Yeah.
And they had to come down there and they wanted to, and again, Josh Allen had a okay game. Wasn't even that great.
Yeah.
But I just think Tua getting hurt just kind of, deflated their balloon a lot.
Yeah.
And Buffalo's a good team, so they just went out and did what they had to do, to be honest with you. But I mean, I think Buffalo's going to have a hard game today. We'll talk about that one too. But
yeah, and I think the Dolphins are going to have an okay game today. But we'll talk about that a little bit later, and I'll explain why. Last of the week 2 surprises. Got to give it to my Ravens, dude. Let me tell you something. Of course, I picked Kansas City. As I was watching the game, and this is honest to God truth, there was no point in that game that I thought the Ravens were going to win. At no point. Until Lamar got that first down on 4th and 1, I was like, okay, we won. But before then, there was no point in that game I thought we were winning. I got to give hands off to my team. They were so banged up going into that game. Tons of injuries. Offensive line totally redone on the fly. The offensive line was great. Lamar Jackson was great. I mean, after the first quarter, he threw a couple interceptions the first quarter, but after that, he was remarkable.
He was the lead rusher.
Yeah, he was outstanding.
All right, I have one comment of this game. That's it. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I just want to say, if I'm a Chiefs fan, I'm not going to hit the panic button or anything, but they got to fix their defense, dude. Now, I don't know. Now, they did face 2 great rushing teams in the Browns and the Ravens, but, dude, they could not – you saw it. They could not stop the Ravens running. Like, everybody knows the Ravens are going to run. They could not stop it, man. So, what were you going to say?
I'm telling you right now, you flipping that end zone.
I knew you were going to say it. I knew you were going to.
I will wring you up by your neck. Don't get hurt. It's not necessary. There's no one near you. We need you. And not only was it flip, but the way he landed.
Yeah.
Was like he landed, boom. Like it wasn't like I'm landing on my legs. He landed on his side. Like, dude, just I'd be so heated. But real quick. So, because I know in this fan base of yours, there's usually whining and complaining and crying. 2 primetime games back to back. Can everybody be quiet now?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, thank
well,
you.
well, here's the thing.
Jeez, I swear. It's just, hey, man, look how many they get. Oh, shut up.
Well, couple things. Wait a minute. Let me see.
Yep.
Let me see, James. In order to beat the Ravens, you need fast linebackers. Okay.
That's true.
And, yeah, I agree. A couple things. The flip, I totally agree with you, dude. No need to flip there. And honestly, you know, the NFL's cracking down on taunting and stuff. I thought they were going to call him for taunting. I was like, "Oh, was that a taunting?" But I guess not. Maybe because he didn't do it directly in front of anybody, or nobody was in the area. Maybe not.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. But yeah, don't flip, dude.
Please.
I'm so.
Oh,
whoa! Wow!
Again,
woo!
We went through this last. I can't believe I'm arguing with you about this. I'm fine. I like our name. I like being the football. I don't want a name because the name we're going to pick is going to be horrible. It's going to end up being the Washington Squirrels or something. It's going to be terrible. The Wombats, probably the Washington Wombats or something. It's going to be something bad. I like being a Washington football team. Remember, I'm a soccer fan. We don't have all these names. We have nicknames, yes, but we're known as the football club or whatever. I'm fine with that. So FT is perfectly fine with me. I really like it. I really do. I know I'm probably in the minority of that, but I like not having a name. I'm perfectly fine with that. My whole thing is, Jay, do you have tickets to the Ravens-Rams game? That's all I know. And what are you wearing, like a split jersey? I know that's far off. I know we got that. That's next year. But are you going to have a part Ram, part Raven jersey? If not, you got to get that made. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I know we got Wild, but I'm sure you got to have tickets to that game.
Oh man, you know I want to go. You know I want to go to that game. I want to go to that game.
Oh yeah, dude, that's going to be fun. I think that'd be a great game. We got a while to go to get there. But yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. All right, so yeah,
but yeah, just
prime time.
Yeah, to your point, I agree. Please don't flip. It's so unnecessary. Now, granted, there was some horrible reporting that came out this week where people, because Lamar said his hip was sore after he did his flip, which makes sense. People, because he didn't practice Thursday, people trying to say, "Oh, he injured his hip." He did not injure his hip. He never injured his hip. He just said it was sore. People were linking that together. Oh, that's why he missed practice. No, he did not injure his hip. He did not miss practice during his hip. He got a stomach bug. And this happens to Lamar like every year. Every year since he's been in the league, 1 week out the year, he'll miss practice due to a stomach bug. I don't know what it is, but it's happened just about every year since he's been in the league. People, chill out. And yes, Jaden, this is the right answer, of course.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you're coerced into that by any surrounding people, but don't let your mom pressure you into these things. You can like any team you want first.
Stop. All right, man. Let's get to our week 3 picks, man, because we got a lot of good games on tap today. Do you want to run them down, or would you like me to run them down?
I think I ran them down last week, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I broke down. I want you to run them down this week.
All right. Well, let's start with our 1 o'clock games. We'll leave our 2 teams for last.
By the way, I think my team's on TV today.
Oh, that's good. All right.
Yeah, which is shocking because they won't ever show both teams at the same time.
No.
Yeah, so that's real weird. But I don't even watch the games on TV. But it's actually on TV, so I was a little bit shocked.
Okay. You still do the red zone, right?
Oh yeah, dude. I'm a red zone dude, man. I love me some red zone.
Yeah, that's the way to watch football, man.
I can't. I mean, even when my team's on, unless it's a standalone game, I can't watch it because it's too nervous. So I'd rather just see highlights, and it already happened, right? So it's less of the impact of whatever is going on than watching it unfold in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
All right. So what you got? 1 o'clock.
Oh, real quick before we get to our picks, because I don't want to forget this. Let me just rant real quick. What's one of my pet peeves, Hurt? What's one of my pet peeves? You might know this.
We got a lot. That's a lot of pet peeves. You act like you got 3.
All right. Well, let me rephrase let me rephrase that question.
Okay.
What is my early NFL season pet peeve?
Is it another uniform thing?
No, it's not uniforms.
Okay, I was like, someone wearing a black uniform.
Early season, NFL.
Probably whoever is on track to do something from like 2 games or whatever. Like,
dude, you got it.
Like,
let me tell you what I heard this week.
Dak for 60,000 yards or something.
Oh yeah,
one of those things. But yeah,
so here's what I heard this week. Derek Carr is an MVP candidate. Kyler Murray is a legitimate MVP candidate. When will these? Why are we talking about MVP on week 2, Hurt? Let me tell you something. Do you remember who was the week 2, week 3, week 4 MVP last year? Do you remember?
Probably Dak.
Dak was one of them, but it was somebody else.
Um,
And you'll remember because this dude was lighting it up. Russell freaking Wilson. Do you remember how awesome this dude came out the gate? Like, I mean,
he was on fire.
He was on fire. Dude, he was throwing 5 touchdowns a game, 4 touchdowns a game. Okay. Derek Carr, granted, he beat the Ravens and the Steelers. Great, but it's only 2 games. Kyler Murray, he's a legitimate MVP. Let me remind you who he played. He played Tennessee that has no defense, and he played Minnesota who has no defense. He's playing great. I'm not making excuses. But come on, y'all. We got to stop this.
But this is why I don't listen to
What's up, Janae?
Why did I read that in her voice though?
I know.
Did you read it in her voice?
Yeah.
I read it in her voice.
See, my sister agrees with me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And real quick, do you think Heineke is overrated or underrated?
He's underrated. How can he be overrated? Because he hasn't even played that much. The dude took us to the playoffs.
Yeah.
That throw last week in the end of the end zone to get that touchdown. I just think he needs reps. I'm not saying this dude is a franchise saver, but I feel like he's solid.
Yeah.
He needs more reps. The dude can make all the throws on the field. It's just he just needs more time.
Yeah.
Like just to be out there playing. That's all.
Right. Oh, real quick, another one I heard this week. I know it's early, but this team
because it's week 2.
Yeah. This team has overcome so many injuries, and I think John Harbaugh's in the early lead for MVP. Like
John Harbaugh for MVP.
For Coach of the Year. Coach of the Year. People in the media stop giving out early
at 500
awards. Right, but they were like, he's had 15 guys on IR, lost all 3 running backs. Like, stop living in the moment, please. Stop speaking. Stop all this hyperbole, all this stuff. This is a long season. It's 1 game longer now. We still got 15 games left. If people are already talking about Kyler Murray is a legitimate MVP, are you kidding me? Dude, can we get at least halfway through the season?
No. Can we get dude, it's pet peeves. This is one of mine. It's always all this, like as they call it, just not even fantasy booking. I can't even think of what we would. I don't know. It irks me to no end because we're in the second week, but they do it in every sport.
I know, man.
Like if a pitcher comes out 2-0 and 2 shutouts or whatever, he's on to the most historic season ever in the history of baseball. Right. It's like.
Just stop.
Can he have 10 starts first?
Right.
See what he does? Can we get through 8 games? If Kyler Murray's throwing 400 yards through the first 8 games, you know what? That dude, matter of fact, give him the MVP then.
Yes.
Just give it to him now. It's the second week. Just stop everybody. This is why I don't honestly, which is crazy, I honestly stopped listening to sports radio altogether. I don't listen to any sports radio anymore.
Yeah.
Because it irks my soul when they start talking about things that are nowhere near at a completion. It's like you're making a cake. You literally put in the batter and say, this is going to be good. You didn't add the milk. You didn't add any eggs. This is going out. I can tell right now, by the way, I put it in the bowl that this cake is gonna be banging.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Every year, Russell Wilson will win the every year. And look, because they always come out with the narrative. It's amazing how Russell Wilson never got a single MVP vote.
Did I
You
hear
know why?
Gracie?
Yeah. You know why he hasn't gotten an MVP vote, Hurt? Because he's never been worthy of the MVP. If they were giving out first half MVPs, he get one every year.
Yeah.
And what winds up happening is, he probably isn't playing a whole lot of division games, in those first couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? So he's lighting it up. Yeah, but then when he gets to his division, when he's got to play San Francisco, he's got to play the Rams, which he's historically not bad.
Yeah,
but
struggling against.
Yeah. But anyway.
But Russell is. But the thing is, the dude is a quality grade A starting quarterback. Period. I mean, he's won Super Bowls. I mean,
right, but
it doesn't mean that you have to win MVPs.
Right, but when you compare his seasons, right, at the end of the day, when you compare his seasons next to the eventual MVP winners, it's not even close. You know what I'm saying?
But also that's a team too that did their offensive line was garbage.
Yeah,
and he's held that team. He's put that team on his back. You know what I mean? But again, you don't win it, you don't deserve it. And after 2 games, I don't care if it's Kyler Murray, Eddie Murray, Bill Murray. No one's MVP yet.
Right. Let's at least get to week 8, then we can start talking. All right, Hurt, we gotta do these picks, man, because we still got a lot of stuff to cover. All right, Bears at Browns today. Justin Fields first start. Who you got, man?
Man, I think I gotta pick the Browns, even though Fields is. She said no.
I say
even though Fields is playing in, basically back in Ohio State guy coming down there for his first start. Something about this is like an original old school Bears Browns, like 2 old teams coming together. Both have like orange. So, but I got Cleveland.
Yeah, Justin Fields first start today. I think he'll do well, but yeah, I mean, going up against the Browns are at home. Yeah, I'm taking the Browns. The Colts at the Titans today.
I got the Titans. Carson Wentz is playing.
He is?
Yeah, he's going to start versus Titans.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, yeah, with his 3 sprained ankles, he's going to start. So, but in saying that, Titans are winning this game.
Yeah, I don't really think the Titans are a good team. I think they have a good offense. I don't think they're a great team, but
they need Derrick Henry. If Derrick Henry isn't Derrick Henry, they will not win. Period.
I think they're going to win, even if Derrick.
But they're going to win this game.
Yeah. Chargers at Chiefs. Who you got, man?
Yeah, that's that's like a 12 o'clock game. I don't know what time zone Kansas City is in. I swear they're in the Central, but maybe not. I don't know. I got Kansas City. I can't root for the Chargers because they should have won last week and they didn't. So we should have beat them in week 1 and we didn't. They should have won last week and they lost. So I'm rooting for them to lose because I'm mad. So I'm going for KC.
I'm taking the Chargers this game, and it's not because of anything. It's not because the Ravens beat them. I'm going to take the Chargers because I think their defense is suspect, and I think the Chargers are going to be able to keep up with the Chiefs offensively.
Well, actually, real quick, in all honesty, though, the Chargers have played Kansas City very tight in these past 2 seasons.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to finish.
The overtime.
Yeah. So. Now, the things the Chargers have going against them is KC is mad. They don't want to lose. They just got off a loss. They don't lose a lot. They're going to want to do well, and the Chiefs are at home. But you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and pick the Chargers. Go ahead and pick them.
Cool.
Saints at Patriots. Who you got, man?
I got Patriots. I don't. I mean, New Orleans hasn't played a home game. They looked pedestrian last week. I think New England's playing at home in Gillette, the best shave a man can get. I think New England. I'm
gonna take the Saints here.
Okay.
I agree with you, but I'm gonna take the Saints.
Okay.
Ooh, this is an exciting game. The Falcons at the Giants.
Yeah, someone will have a win, unless it's a tie. I want to root for Atlanta. I gotta go for Atlanta here because I don't want the Giants winning. So, oh look, two Saints. The Sherrards are back in the Saints in this one. Okay,
There we go. All
all
right.
right, Sherrards. I mean, not every family's right? So, yeah, I think the Giants are going to win, but I'm going to go for Atlanta because I want them to win.
Yeah, I'm picking the Giants. I mean, the Giants gotta win this game, man. So,
And they really do. They really do, and they probably will. But I need Atlanta to win.
And I think Matt Ryan's a different quarterback when you get him out that dome. So I'm taking the Giants. Bengals at Steelers. Who you got, man?
This is going to be a tight game.
He ain't coming back for a while. Michael Thomas.
Yeah, at least 6 weeks because he was on the early season IR. So he's missing the first 6 games of the season.
Yeah.
Man, this game is tricky for me. It's tricky for me. Cincinnati's played well. You know what? I'm going to pick Cincinnati.
That makes 2 of us.
I'm going to pick Cincinnati. I don't know. As soon as I kept looking at it, I'm like, you know what? I just got this feeling. I'm picking Cincinnati.
Me too. You know, if they were at home, I'd be a little bit more confident. But you know, I just gotta, like you said, I just got a funny feeling. So yeah, I'm picking Cincy. All right, the Cardinals at the Jaguars.
Well, hey, 1-on-1 may have another 400-yard game, and definitely rise his stock as early MVP. But I gotta go with the Cardinals.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, and this is like you said, his MVP legend is going to continue. He's playing another terrible defense. Yeah, they should win this game. All right, Jets at Broncos. Who you got?
Yeah. You want to talk about a game I would never watch on TV? Broncos.
Yeah, man. I feel like, you know, Zach Wilson, man, he's had a rough go of it these first 2 games. 4 interceptions last week. Facing the Broncos defense in Denver.
Bradley Chubb is out, and you know Zach did play, you know, in that Mile High. I mean, he played in Utah, but it's still, you know, the same altitude. So you think that might help him?
No, I think it's going to help him. And Denver is a hard place to play, man.
Yeah.
And as a rookie, I think he's going to have a tough time of it. I'm definitely going with the Broncos here, man. The Dolphins at the Raiders. Who you got?
Yeah, they're gonna have that crowd again. This is like a good old 1980s AFC matchup for me. But you know, I know Jacoby Brissett's there, but I gotta go with
Yeah, I would pick the Dolphins this game, but my Dolphins sources tell me that the offensive line stinks, and if the offensive line is no good, I think Yannick Ngakoue and who's the other defender? Was it Max Crosby? I think can really do some damage. So,
and happy birthday to your source, by the way. Birthday week. So happy birthday to the source, your Dolphin source.
Yeah, the Raiders.
But he got to spell it like that.
Yeah. All right. Oh, this should be one of the games of the week, man. Buccaneers at Rams, man. Who you got?
Man, well, you know, Matthew Stafford's guy. Well, I know Antonio Brown's out, so one of their weapons is not going to be there. I really think this is a game I would actually watch. Like, I would actually have to turn on the TV, not even red zone it, and watch it.
Yes.
Tom's going back home. He's a California kid. You know, gosh. You know, Tampa Bay's not going to go undefeated. They're not going to go undefeated. But I'm picking Tampa.
You're picking Tampa?
I'm picking Tampa.
I'm taking the Rams. I'm taking the Rams.
I'm picking I'm picking Tampa. I'm picking Tampa.
All right.
It's going to be close, though. I think it's going to be close. I'm picking Tampa.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course. But see, I like the Rams. I really do. I really like the Rams. I love their head coach, of course, a former coordinator for the Washington football team, the guy who got Kirk Cousins all that money. So, you know, and the guy who's going to make Matthew Stafford an early MVP candidate.
Oh, stop it.
It's going to be close, but I'm just going to pick him.
Speaking of Cousins making a lot of money, he's going to have to earn his money this week because he's playing the Seahawks at home. Who you got?
Oh, I got Seahawks.
I'm taking the Vikings at home.
Yeah. Well, Dalvin Cook's not playing. He's out, and I don't believe in Kirk Cousins. I never will believe in Kirk Cousins. And Seattle, after that hard loss, can score a lot of points on this sorry defense and this sorry team. So I'm picking. But these teams usually play, for some reason, it comes down to a field goal. They usually have tight games, but I'm picking Seattle.
All right. Packers at Niners.
Packers.
Niners. I'm taking the Niners at home.
Packers. I just don't believe in the Niners offense. They haven't really played a bunch of people, and I believe in Aaron Rodgers because he's Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. All right. And today we have the Eagles at Cowboys, man. Who you liking this one?
You know what? We forgot. No, we didn't forget. We also forgot the Thursday night game between Carolina and Houston.
Yeah.
But Carolina won that game, but T-Mac got hurt.
Yeah. We did talk about that one last week, and we both picked the Panthers.
Yeah. Which even with injuries, they won that game easy. So that Monday night game is a game that I wish would just two aliens come down and just kidnap both teams, take them to like a different planet. The lesser of two evils. I'm picking Philadelphia. No. The game's in Dallas, right?
Yep.
Dallas.
Yeah, man. Eagles had a hard time scoring against San Fran's defense last week, man.
Yeah, Dallas.
Unfortunately, I got to pick the Cowboys. All right, man. Let's go to our local teams. Ravens at Lions. At Lions at Ford Field today.
Crows.
Now, this is gonna be tough though, man, because our defensive line is out. I mean, COVID strikes again. Our defensive line, we got Justin Houston, Justin Matabike, Jalen Ferguson, and who else is out on our defensive? Someone else is out on our defense. On our defensive
Unless
line.
You're playing Barry Sanders, I'm not worried about this.
Yeah, okay. Here's the thing, right? The Lions have played hard. All right, they've gotten beat both games, but they've played hard, man. And the Ravens defense is ranked 31st in the league right now. They're going, like I said, their defensive line is a lot of their starting defensive line is out, so this is not going to be an easy game. They're going to have to put up points again today. But yes, the Ravens should win.
Because one team has Lamar Jackson, the other team doesn't.
All right, man. All right. It's going to be tough.
It's not even going to be close.
Okay. All right. Washington at Buffalo, man.
Speaking of a game that's not going to be close.
Yeah.
Buffalo has played. I mean, last week I feel like was a misnomer, even though they're on the road. They haven't played their best brand of football yet, I don't think. Josh Allen's been adequate. He hasn't been his, MVP type play that he had last season as of yet. He hasn't gotten his groove yet. He'll probably get it back this game. They're playing at home in front of Bills Mafia. They lost their first home game against Pittsburgh. We're going in there. I feel like if our defense steps up, which we haven't done yet this season, and the real defense shows up, we have a chance in this game. I haven't seen them. We gave up 29. Danny Dimes has 4 wins against us out of the 8 wins that he's ever had. And he was carving us up last Thursday.
It's one of the biggest mysteries this year with the WFT.
Where's the D?
Yeah.
Where's the D? That's how we got into the playoffs last year. I don't know where they've been. I don't know what's going on. But if they don't pick it up this game, this game's not going to be close.
Yeah.
So I'm picking Buffalo.
Okay. I'm with you. Who's the Thursday night game? Do you know?
The Thursday night game. Hold on one segundo, because obviously I'm not watching the Monday night game, right? So NFL schedule week 3, right?
Week 4. Oh, it's the Jaguars at the Bengals.
No, it's not. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, that game sucks.
OMG. Wow.
I'll take the Bengals.
So, picking the Bengals. Oh,
Yeah.
look, Washington and Atlanta. There's some good matchups next week.
Yeah.
Who you guys? Let me see. Where you guys
at? We're at Denver. That's going to be another tough game.
Oh, okay. There you go. In Power Field.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
By the way, with Lamar Jackson beating Kansas City, I believe I think I'm pretty sure about this, but I think Lamar has defeated every team he's ever faced.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, did y'all went when you played the NFC East, you beat everybody?
I say it again.
Like when you played the NFC East, you went undefeated?
The NFC East?
Yeah.
Like the Redskins, Dallas,
yes, the Washington football team.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Philly and the Giants.
Yeah, we beat all those teams.
Oh, okay. Because I know he has it, because the rotation.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah, but every team he has now beat every team that he's faced. So
cool.
Yeah, because let me see. Last year they lost twice. Let me see. Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Kansas City, and they lost to another team that I can't think of. But yeah, he's beat every team he's ever faced. So all this stuff about the league figuring it out, y'all can go somewhere with that one.
Well, again, that's just people who don't like people that are talented.
Haters.
So I don't even put credence into that. That always, again, I'm not a fan of the team. I just get sick and tired of everybody wanting Lamar to be something that's more Joe Montana than more Lamar. He's Lamar. That's what he does.
And that's
but
what
again,
makes
all his wide receivers are hurt. The man willed the team to win. That's what he does. He wins games. Yeah. He wins MVPs. Like everybody just shut up.
Exactly. All right, Herbert. We're gonna have to end the show with that one, man. We gotta talk about episode 6 of What If or episode 7. I'm starting to lose track of episodes.
I think it's 7.
Okay, so we gotta talk about that. And we gotta talk about we gotta continue our top 10 list from 1980s, which is gonna be the top 10 musical artists of the 80s. Looking forward to that. Was hoping to squeeze that in today, but we'll get to it next week.
We'll get into where we ran a little long watching too many biking videos. But yes, we'll definitely. Matter of fact, next week we'll have a breakdown. We'll start off the show with that. We'll have 2 80s lists next week. We'll definitely have our 2 what ifs. We're gonna have all that, and we'll just start the show with it because we're definitely gonna have that. That's what we're gonna start off with, and then we'll go into everything else. But of course, everybody, we're on. I didn't even say it at the beginning of the show. I'm gonna say it now. We're here on StreamYard on YouTube. Please follow and like us. We're on IG. We're on Facebook and the Twitter. And, of course, you can follow us on Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify. Wherever you find podcasts, you will find the NYD podcast. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for the charades, for, putting in your input, and have fun at the game today. Have a good week.
Have a good one, y'all.